Calhoun traffic, Cessna 2671 Lima, departing runway 17, Calhoun.
Let's go flying. Nobody in the pattern on the final direction. Final heading checks. Seat on the floor, full power. Airspeed's alive. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure is good. Rotate at 60. Is there. Pitch for 70. All centered. Got her 50 foot. Lower the nose for 80. Get that out of the way for the camera. Beautiful afternoon to be flying. And coming up on our 500-foot mark.
Calhoun traffic, Cessna 2671 Lima, left crosswind runway 17, and we'll be departing the pattern to the northeast, Calhoun.
Blairsville traffic, about 7 miles north, runway 26 for landing.
miles an hour, density altitude of 2,400 feet. And I'm getting about 550 feet per minute climb rate. Not too bad for a fat boy. And there's 2,000 feet, I'll level up. Accelerating through 90, adjusting my throttle. Trim for level. And that's hands off. Oh, life just seems better up here. Do some turns around a point out here. Need to let down to about 1,600 feet. You can see the silo in the picture. That'll be my reference point for these turns. Start on a heading of 10 degrees at 1,600 feet. And maneuver beginning now. The object is to stay equal distance away from that silo all the way through the turn without changing in altitude. Got a plus or minus 100 feet of variance. That's acceptable. The target is 0.
Blairsville traffic, Piper Cherokee 6808 Whiskey, on down.
Not a whole lot of wind here, so pretty much a constant bank angle is going to work pretty well. If the wind were a little bit more, then I'd have to be varying my bank angle to keep my distance away from the fixed object the same all the way through. Distance from the silo is looking really good. Altitude is really, really good, 1,600 feet. And there's the halfway point, and all is looking good. What little bit of wind there is going to try to push me close to the silo on this one. So I'll let it float out just a little bit to avoid getting pushed in. Altitude still looking really good. Float it out just a hair. I'll have to increase a little bit to keep from overshooting my distance on. Don't want to get blown downwind of the target. So. My rollout should be within 10 degrees of my starting heading, which was 0-10 degrees. And start my rollout. Ball centered. 1,600 feet. Rollout level is at 0-10 degrees. That was very much improved over what I've done in the past. That was an easy pass for a check ride. All right, I'm going to go back and do a right-hander, so I'm going to steer to the right here. Little bit of a steep turn. Silo's over on my right wingtip right now, so I'm going to go beyond it and basically do a square pattern and be headed north again with the silo still on my right wingtip, and then I'll do a right-hand circle around it, maintaining equal distance, and maintaining altitude. To me, there are no words for how pretty it is from up here.
Yeah, Cedartown, Polk County traffic, Cessna 80210, we're shooting a practice VOR Alpha approach, coming up over Rome VOR now. That should put me about 9-10 miles to the north of the field, Cedartown, Polk County.
Sun in my eyes, silos out almost on my right wingtip, by about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. Airspace cleared to the right, rolling in to the right. All right, the heading is north, altitude is 1,600 feet. I'm about 1/2 mile to the left of that silo. That's what I'm going to try to maintain. I'll start my turn when I get a beam the silo. There it is, so I'll start my right-hand turn. Having to divide my time between my fixed object out there, keeping a good visual reference on it. Also checking my altitude, oil pressure, oil temperature. Everything's looking good. Also scanning for traffic in between all the other scans.
Marion County Brown Airport Guard.
Slack out just a little bit so that the wind doesn't blow me in on top of the silo.
Northwest at 2,500, Marion, Brown County.
Not much wind, but any wind will cause a difference. Altitude's holding right on, oil pressure is looking good, oil temperature's good. Keeping my bank.
Carolina Regional, Piper 31995 is 10 miles to the west of the inbound for landing for 26, Carolina Regional.
And Polk County traffic, Cedartown, Georgia, 780. Past the final approach signal, VOR inbound on the VOR Alpha. Will be a low approach only.
And if you recall, I started this with a north heading. So I'm within 10 degrees of that, so I'm rolling out, and there's my north heading, and I'm at 1,600 feet exactly. Level. That's a pass. I'll take it.
And Calendar traffic is around 330, popping off departing midfield runway 17, and we'll be maneuvering west-southwest the airfield. Calendar traffic.
That was the voice of Mark Fullerton. Got him a new aerobatic plane called a Pansier or something like that. Beautiful machine. He'll be putting on a air show for the folks there at the airport here in just a minute. Does a lot of practice here. He's a world-class aerobatic flyer. Go ahead and climb up to about 2,000 feet. I'll try a steep turn while I'm en route to Carter's Dam there. So get to back to 2,000 feet right on the dot here. All right, steep turn. There's 45-degree bank, full 360 of turn, and no more than 100 foot of altitude differential start to finish. All right. Oh, and stay on the heading. Here we go. Roll in to the right. Keep the ball centered. 45 degrees of bank.
Cedartown traffic, Cessna 80210's practice approach, VOR Alpha, about 2 miles to the north of the field, maybe a mile, and we'll cross over.
That's a look into Hades with a set of binoculars here. Keep my bank angle. Right, right hand steep turn into a left.
Cedartown traffic, Cessna 80210 is crossing overhead, enter left down 128, Cedartown.
Got my horizon slicing through about the same place on the dash up there, so that's a good indication all's good. Keep my bank angle. And roll out on an easter heading. Ball centered. Complete. Wake turbulent. That would have passed the check ride. Check right about 10 degrees here and get that beautiful cloud formation in the picture, I hope.
Feet to 3,500, Western Carolina.
Go nose down here so you can get a good view of Carter's. Beautiful sight. Nice shot of the boat there coming across the lake. And the Cartersville Marina, just to the right.
Bad, I guess.
Bad thing about flying east in the afternoon is that to go home you have to fly west.
Calhoun traffic, Cessna 2671 Lima, turning left downwind, runway 17, full stop, Calhoun.
Calhoun area traffic, Aerostar 1225, back taxi 17, Calhoun.
Alright, trim for level. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, safety harnesses, and carb coming on. At pattern altitude, oil pressure is good, oil temp is good. Beam the numbers, the throttle comes back to 1500. First stage of flaps. 2 rolls of trim. 80 miles an hour, stabilized.
Calhoun traffic, Cessna 2671 Lima, turning left base, runway 17, full stop, Calhoun.
Gadsden area traffic, Piper 31715 is approximately 10 miles to the north. Going to be entering at 45 for left downwind, runway 6, Gadsden.
Calhoun area traffic, Aerostar 1225, we are clear, back taxi 17.
Clearing the approach on the right, looks clear. .75 miles an hour.
Western Carolina Regional Zodiac 601 Tango Mike is 5 1/4 to the south, descending through 4,500 inbound. Western Carolina.
Calhoun traffic, Cessna 2671 Lima, turning left final, runway 17, full stop, Calhoun.
Engine idle. Third stage of flaps. All the flaps. 70 miles an hour. There's my slide slope. Right it. Runway is made, easing out of the power. Flaps coming up, carb heat's in. Keep her moving pretty good here. Departing plane can get out.
Calhoun traffic, Cessna 2671 Lima, clear runway 17, Calhoun.